Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be discussing Quizlet.com, which is an online flashcard website. And this is one that I use a lot for my students, and I have created a number of flashcard sets online for you to use in studying information for Bio 132. So I have provided you with a link to join the site. And what you're going to do is you're going to just copy and paste that link in, and it will take you to Quizlet. You can see here that I'm not signed up, that the name of the course is up here, Bio 132. There are 16 different sets in here at this time, although I'll probably be adding to that by the time you watch this. And the name of the class is Human Bio. You can just use this without logging in or signing up. However, I encourage you to sign up because if you do, you can create your own flashcard sets in your account and you can copy mine into your account and then you can edit them as you see fit. It will also keep your progress so that you can come back and it knows exactly where you were the last time you started. Now, Quizlet is available on the computer, it's available on iPhone, it's available on Android, so you really can get this anywhere you want to be. So when you first come in, you'll see that the sets that I have created have my name, Professor Prue, on them. Some of these other ones, I'm not even really sure who these people are, but the ones that I created say Professor Prue, and you can see that they're kind of organized by lab practical number. These are all for lab practical 1. This one and that one are for lab practical 2, so you might need to look around a little bit for them if you bookmark this site and just come straight to the site. In the weekly checklists that I post, I generally give you a direct link to the set that you should be studying that week. So let's go ahead and let's look at Lab Practical 1 Skull Bones, because that's going to be the first one that you're going to be practicing as we go through the course. So clicking on this set will open it up. And what you can see is that you have a number of flashcards that have a photo on one side and have the name on the other side. And if you just want to use them like flashcards, you would click right here, flashcard. It's going to open up the card and you'll see a picture with something highlighted. And the thing that's highlighted is this thing that you're supposed to learn what that structure is. So if you flip it over, you can see that that highlighted structure is the coronal suture. And if I turn my speakers on,
Coronal suture,
it'll say coronal suture for you. I don't really like the way they say it, so I always turn that off. So coronal suture. If you wanted to keep going, you would have the next structure, which is the sagittal suture. The next suture is going to be the lambdoid suture. And you can see here that we've gone through 3 out of the 42 cards. At some point, if you want to, you can just set it up to play for you, so you don't have to keep clicking, or you can do shuffle. Now this works pretty well, but it doesn't take advantage of the fact that this is an online program and it has a lot more bells and whistles than just flipping back and forth with flashcards. So really where I like to start is this matching game here. So go ahead and click on that. And the object of the game is to make everything disappear. And I like to start with this because you don't actually have to input anything. You can start fresh from not actually knowing anything at all. It's the first time through, and it's a great way to try and match things up. Not really sure maybe what any of these things are, just see if you can figure them out. So for example, you would take the term and you would drag it over and put it on top of a picture and see if it's correct. If it's incorrect, you can see they both turn red and they slide away from each other. However, if you get it right, zygomatic bone, they're going to turn green and they're going to go away. And so the name of the game is to try to get rid of all. And then it's going to give you a sort of challenge of somebody else that you can play against. So you can play again, or you can say, no, I don't want to do that again. So it's going again. This is my best time here is the elapsed time. So once you've played with that a little bit, so a harder way to practice is to use the write function. I really like this one because this is exactly what you're going to be doing on your lab practical. We're going to show you a picture and we're going to ask you to type it in. Now, if you sort of know what it is, but you're not sure, I always tell students at least try. If you have no idea, you can go up here to the don't know. And they're going to give you the answer and they're going to ask you to type it in. Mandibular foramen. Now remember, it's going to be checking to make sure you spell it right. So you can see that I had one incorrect, and I have 42 left in this set. Here I'm going to write frontal bone because I know what that is, and I'm going to click answer and it's going to say, yes, I was correct. Keep going. And you can see over here, it's now given me one correct and I had that one incorrect. So you can keep on going through this. This is called the external auditory meatus. But let's misspell it. What if I spelled it meatus, like that? That's an incorrect spelling. If you go to answer, it's actually going to tell you, nope, not correct. This is the correct spelling. So you're going to press any key to continue, and it's going to now mark you down as 2 for being incorrect. So what else can you do here? If you have your own Quizlet account, you can copy this set into your account. It's going to ask you to sign up or put your information in. Since I'm not signed in right here, it's going to make me sign up. But if you had your own set, you could copy the set here, and then you could edit it, add to it however you want. What's interesting about Quizlet, though, is it's going to keep track of how you're doing. So these are the ones that I missed, and this is the one that I got correct. And as you go through these sets and you practice them 4, 5, 6 times a day, it's going to keep pretty good track of which ones you know and which ones you don't know. And if you are wanting to just practice the ones that you've been having trouble with, you can select these 2 and it'll make a new set of them. And so that way you don't have to keep on going in and typing in frontal bone when you know frontal bone. So Quizlet is really great because it adapts to where you are and adapts to what your needs are. And if you're doing it 4 or 5 times a day, which you should be, the Quizlet will help you get through and learn the terms that you're supposed to learn. Now you don't have to just going back to our class here. You don't have to just use the pictures for the lab practical. You can also use terms like for the organelles. You're going to be learning organelles. And basically, these don't have pictures in them. They're just definitions of these words. So you can use the ones I've created or you can make your own. That's it for Quizlet. I hope you use it to great success. Let me know if you have troubles. See you in class.